Here in Australia, Mercedes-Benz basically said to their car dealers, we're changing our model. We're going to sell the same as Tesla. We're going to have fixed prices online, and Mercedes-Benz dealers were furious. They still are furious. They're even more furious after what happened today. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. It's great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. And this sort of thing actually is not just happening in Australia, happening in many other places. Similar things have been going down in Europe. However, I should point out Mercedes-Benz, the brand, has won. The dealers are pretty angry that Mercedes has beaten them. But either way, I think this is a bit of a loss for dealers and for Mercedes-Benz themselves. It's just, the reason for that is because it's really, why as a dealer would you actually want to stop this? It seems to me that this is actually a good thing for consumers, but Mercedes-Benz dealers think it's not good for them. Mercedes-Benz dealers have lost a multi-million-dollar court case scrutinizing a radical change to the car dealer business model, which led to non-negotiable fixed prices. Now, this is the whole Tesla model. Non-negotiable fixed prices is on the website. This is what Mercedes-Benz went and did. They did the same thing as Tesla, almost identical here in Australia, and dealers were, well, you can see what they were. They spent millions of dollars fighting this decision by Mercedes-Benz. German car giant Mercedes-Benz actually won the case, brought against it by 38 of its 50 dealers. So about 80% of its dealers joined this case to fight Mercedes-Benz. The judge found the automaker acted within the law when it changed its dealer agreements, which led to the introduction of non-negotiable fixed prices for its new cars. Now, obviously, this wouldn't work too well for Mercedes-Benz in the United States, but Mercedes-Benz are planning on doing similar things in Europe, in particular in Germany. Justice Jonathan Beach indicated Australia's franchising laws may need to be reviewed in light of the revelations made during the court case, which could have ramifications for an increasing number of new car buyers across Australia if other auto giants make the same changes. Very likely they will. The group of Mercedes-Benz dealers who launched the legal action claimed they were entitled to compensation for the goodwill they had built up in their businesses over several years and in some cases over decades. Mercedes-Benz dealers basically said, we're entitled to make larger profits selling some of our models. If we can make a bigger profit, we want to. We're entitled to do so because we've built up goodwill. I'm not really convinced that this is going to be a positive for your goodwill to, trying to charge people above the MSRP. What do you think? His Honor said Mercedes-Benz dealers argued a good case regarding the radical changes to their contracts with the car company. However, analysts said they lost on the law. 38 of the 50 dealers in Australia took legal action after Mercedes-Benz wrote new contract terms which would see dealers no longer own showroom stock and no longer be able to negotiate with customers on prices. Now, dealers, I believe, still can own showroom stock. It just sort of happens in a different way. The dealers expressed concern that this decision would dent the viability of their businesses, make them less profitable, less able to price gouge customers, and that Mercedes-Benz was in effect helping itself to each showroom's network of customers. According to documents released, Justice Beach, who was obviously the justice in charge of the decision, told the court the group of Mercedes-Benz dealers who launched legal action ran a powerful and very thorough forensic case, and their legal team presented a very skilled case on their behalf. They still lost anyway. He said, all that could be said or should have been said on their behalf was said. It will be apparent from the reasons that I'm publishing that the applicants were successful on many issues of fact, but lost on the law, essentially. I'm finding that a bit difficult to comprehend. They were correct on many issues of fact, but lost on the law. So in other words, facts and the law don't tend to agree with each other. At least that's what the judge here believes. Justice Beach said, given the facts of the case leading to an adverse result for the applicants, it may be that further consideration needs to be given to the terms of the franchising code and possible modification. And that is a matter for another day, in another forum. Mercedes-Benz said this, we welcome the court's decision. Our focus continues to be on delivering luxury high-performance cars for our valued customers around Australia. However, the dealership group, as in the group who's in charge of kind of a group that runs all dealers in Australia, said the finding was a kick in the guts and will take time to assess the outcome in detail. So basically, it seems to me as though the dealer body or the dealer group believes that all car companies, all car brands should have the right to just charge whatever they want for cars, and that's fair enough. Just keep on doing that. That's what I'm making from this. I could be wrong though. If Mercedes-Benz have anything different to say about that, I'll be more than welcome to hear it, but that's what I'm taking away. Automotive dealers across Australia, they said, will be very disappointed with this judgment, said James Vortman, the CEO of the Australian Automotive Dealers Association. They will feel like a kick in the guts, not only to the Mercedes-Benz dealers, but to all franchised new car dealers, and for that matter, all of Australia's franchisees. Apparently, this is terrible for all franchisees. Could be McDonald's, could be KFC, doesn't matter who you are, this is terrible for you, they said. I do note the judge said that while the dealers were successful on matters of fact, they failed on matters of law. He also stated that further consideration is to be given to the terms of the franchising code and possible modification. Now, here's what I find really interesting. It's not just Mercedes-Benz doing this. Japanese car maker Honda actually made the move to non-negotiable fixed prices for its cars in Australia from the 1st of July 2021. Mercedes-Benz copied them. Then Hyundai and Volvo have tried a combination of fixed prices and non-fixed prices depending on the model of car. In other words, they do fixed prices on cars that they're not selling as well. The cars that are selling really well and there's lots of demand for them, they do non-fixed prices and they can make a bit of extra profit on the side. Now, interestingly, Volvo has stopped doing this. They offered the fixed prices. They said that that's what they would do. I thought that was a good thing for customers. I mentioned that. And then they backtracked on that decision. I believe Subaru did it as well and backtracked, but they only did it for some models of car. I think that fixed prices are great. You jump on Amazon, I just did. Right before I made this video, I jumped on Amazon, I bought a few fishing rods for myself and my boys to do some fishing together. It was great. I didn't have to negotiate, didn't have to go to a dealership, didn't have to haggle. I just paid the fixed price, and I probably paid the same price as everyone else has in the last few weeks. It was a great feeling. And that's why I think fixed prices are good for everyone. Maybe not so for dealers who want a price gouge, but well, a good thing for consumers. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.